Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sammy here with another video. In this video we are continuing my mini planner series of flipping through my memory planners, and we are just jumping right into 2020. Last time we looked at my 2019 memory planner, which was in an Erin Condren monthly planner. And my 2020 planner is very different. So a little backstory before we flip into this. It was a Erin Condren binder at first. I purchased the life planner in a binder, and then after a couple weeks of using it, I decided that I hated the binder. And so I had the idea of punching it like a happy planner, and then I put it on discs. And so that is essentially what this is. It's Erin Condren Guts, but happy planner cover, and then the discs. And so here it is. I covered up this page again and just wrote memory planner and then my name. Okay, this page is very similar to the page I did in my 2019 version, where I am writing down one thing that happens every month, just like a good thing. And so there is that. And then we have my 2020 goals. I wrote those out. And then I really like the happy planner for memory keeping because I was able to punch a bunch of different things and put them in here. So this was my word of the year for 2020. It was joy. So then I wrote down the definition and then a scripture that kind of went along with that. And I really love how this turned out. I also, on the other side, wrote something that brought me joy, or just finding joy every month. And I wrote something every month that brought me joy. And then these are just some extra little things that I wanted to add to my planner. And then I wrote a little letter to myself. And now jumping into the actual planner, one other thing I forgot to mention is, so this was a neutral Erin Condren planner, and I took these dashboard covers from a happy planner that I purchased, and I just taped them over the Erin Condren tab just so they were a little bit more colorful. This was the first year that they had their new dashboard set up in the life planner, and so on this page I did my currently page like I did in my 2019 planner with what I was reading, planning, watching, trying, and excited for. I also love the dashboard because I was able to put my family's birthdays in here, and I just got these stickers from Erin Condren. They have customizable circle stickers that you can use. And then I wrote out some goals and then what I'm grateful for, and then I did stick with the month in one word type thing that I did in my 2019 planner. So here's what here's what January looked like. I try to use a lot of stuff that I already had, and so I decorated the top with washi tape instead of sticker strips this time. And this planner is a lot different than my 2019 planner because that was strictly a monthly planner. But I decided for 2020 I wanted to jump in a little bit more into memory planning, and so this is actually a weekly planner. That's why it's so thick. And so on the monthly spreads I did a bunch of different things, but for January I decided to journal every day, just kind of what we did. And so that's how this turned out. And then I would do a weekly spread every week. And so this is where I kind of deep dive into things with different pictures and journaling. I would plan out like sticker kits and things like that that I would use. I would keep like movie stubs or just like event ticket stubs to things that we went to. This was the second week of January. It's when I started the teacher program at my university, and I was so excited. I remember coming home the first day and was just over the moon excited. I also documented the 49ers, because that is the season that they went to the Super Bowl, so I documented all of that stuff. This week in January was National Sticker Day, was the 13th. So I tried my very best to use as many stickers as I could. And all of these stickers are from the Amy Tangerine Happy Planner stickers. And then my sister and I had a Friends themed Sister Day. And so there are a ton of different pictures that we took that day, and I just made this little flap to kind of add to that. This little page that I made was just a journaling page about being a fur mama. I was feeling really sad, I believe, this week, just because from last time when we flipped through the 2019 memory planner towards the end of the year, I found out that I had PCOS, and so during this time in January, I was on so many different hormones, and I just felt super hopeless about having a baby. And so I just kind of wrote out how I was feeling, but I was grateful that even if I don't have a human child, I definitely do have my dog and my cat, and I consider them my kids. And so I just did that to make myself feel a little bit better. Okay, and then here is this week. I used some Happy Planner journaling stickers and then just colored them, and I think this turned out super cute. Okay, and then that is the end of January. So for February, I try to do something different on this page every month, and so for February, I did Disney love quotes because it was Valentine's Day. Here's my currently page, birthdays, all of this stays the same throughout the year, and I just love these pages. This month, since it was February, I wanted to take a picture every day with someone that I loved, and intentionally I wanted it to be a selfie every day with my husband, but my husband does not like taking pictures, and so he was a good sport about some of them, but I had to get creative. So I took pictures of like my sister and my animals, and then the days that I missed, I just put these cute Valentine's Day stickers. And then the last week of February, I just got creative and just wrote a different thing that I love about my husband every day. And so that's what I did in February. Here is that last week of January moving into February. It was the Super Bowl that Sunday, and the 49ers did play. They lost. We're super sad. But for that week, I decided to make a fun 49ers red and gold spread. Okay, and then moving on, here's just another week in February. My husband and I decided to go up to the Golden Spike National Historical Park on that Saturday. So here's just that stuff from that. And this week was Valentine's Day. So I kept some cards. This one was from my grandma, and then this one was from my husband. And instead of actually punching the card, I just got some cardstock and punched that and then just taped it to the back, so I'm not ruining the actual card. There is that. This week, I believe it was like Love Your Pet Day one of these days, so I used some of my pet animal stickers. I also went to a women's conference with my sister and my mom, and so that was really fun. It looks like it got wet, and that makes me sad. It's really sad, but there is that. Yeah, Love Your Pet Day was on that Thursday. I giggle because March happens next, and I made these cute bucket lists before the year even started. So at the beginning of each season, I made a different bucket list, and I just laugh because I didn't really do any of them because, like it says right here, hashtag COVID-19 happened. So that's fun. Not really. Here's my currently page again. For this month, I decided to write how I was feeling every day, or just like describe the day in one word type of thing. And I'm glad that this is kind of what I decided to do, because like we all know, March of 2020 was a super weird month that just, I don't know. I feel like out of all of the time we were in like that COVID stage, March and April were like the weirdest points of that. But I think that's just because that's when it was beginning. And so that's what I did here. And I just did rainbow because I wanted it to be a rainbow for St. Patrick's Day. Okay, here's this week. I was currently a preschool teacher at the time, and we were doing a Dr. Seuss week. So every day we read a different Dr. Seuss book, and I purchased a bunch of Dr. Seuss hats and whatnot, and it was really fun. Okay, this week is probably one of my most favorite weeks in my memory planner, and this is the week technically that I found out that I was pregnant. And so with my PCOS, every month my doctor wanted me to do some sort of ovulation test and pregnancy test at the beginning of the month to see where my hormone levels were at. And so I would do it always the first of the month. And for some reason in March, I didn't want to do it, like when March 1st came around. So this day right here, I didn't want to do it. I was feeling very discouraged. I hated doing these tests because I just felt like trash afterwards, because I was basically taking a test and I already knew that I was going to fail. And so it was very depressing, I guess you could say. But I still took the test on the 1st. And when I took my ovulation test, it showed that like my hormones were super high. And so then I took a pregnancy test, and then that's when I found out I was pregnant. And I didn't believe it at all. And I just couldn't believe it. That was a Sunday, and so my husband and I, we went to church, and then we had a family dinner. But then that next day, I had this week off. And so I was going to go to the store and buy like an actual like digital test and see. Because this was the original test. It was just one of those like paper ones. And so I took a few different tests, as you can see. And I found out that I was pregnant. And so I told my husband that day. And I was just so excited. We told our parents by giving them these little books that are called How to Babysit a Grandma and How to Babysit a Grandpa, with a little note that says, Grandma and Grandpa, please keep these safe for me when I come over. I'll be here in November 2020. Love, baby Alan. And so super exciting. But this is this week. I was super excited for things. And then literally the week after I found out I was pregnant, everything started shutting down. And we got an email from our university saying, oh, by the way, don't come back. And yeah, that was basically it. And so I would do school from home. It was really weird. Here, St. Patrick's Day, also we had a freaking earthquake after everything got shut down, and we were like, hey, the world is going to end. At least that's how it felt like. And so I really didn't take that many pictures at the beginning of COVID, just because I was just really stuck at home. Like, I would go to work and then I would come home, and that was basically it, because my preschool that I worked at, we never closed, which I thought was super weird, but that never happened. Also, I think it's funny because I honestly thought, okay, COVID's just gonna end, it's gonna blow over and we're all gonna be okay. And so I started keeping track of like how many weeks we were like in lockdown, and I eventually stopped doing this because I realized it wasn't going to change. And so then on this page, this one was blank, I made a COVID bucket list of things to do at home. And so I also, for my monthly, decided to do a doodle challenge. And so that was really fun. And then here, some other weeks, like I said, still keeping track of COVID quarantine. This was a fun week because this was my first prenatal appointment. So I got to see my baby for the first time. It was super sad though because my husband was unable to come out to really any of my appointments. He got to go to a couple, but that was it. And so I was really sad about that, but I did keep all of this stuff, and so yeah. And then here is just some more COVID hanging out at home type stuff. I made it through my first trimester this week, and so we decided that it was time to announce that we were having a baby, and so we posted this on social media, and these are the pictures that we posted. We posted one with our dog that said, "Mom and Dad are getting me a human," and then our cat saying, "Oh, great," because she probably wasn't excited. She barely likes our dog. So in May, there's nothing there. But we kept strong with this. I went back to just journaling every day. This was like a planner launch week, so that's why I used all these planner stickers. This week was Mother's Day. I had another prenatal appointment, and then we celebrated Mother's Day that weekend. It was so much fun. But yeah, it's just really random stuff, and I'm really grateful that I actually got to do a deep dive of 2020 in a memory planner, just because it was a different type of year, and like there wasn't really a lot of pictures being taken or things that we were doing, but I still got to take the time. Like this week, this is a really fun spread. I love this one, but it was really just like a lot of journaling and just like the little things. Here is a black and white spread that I did. There's my summer bucket list that did not happen. Here's June. For June, this is my birth month, and so I decided to do a little all about me thing where I would answer a question each day, and then I just added some of my favorite pictures of myself. So that's what I did here. And then this week, my husband was able to come to this appointment, which was awesome. We went to the zoo and kind of had like a little staycation with my family. Okay, here's this week. I love this week because it's black and rose gold, and literally all the pictures I took were pictures of my cat. It makes me kind of happy. Here's a really fun summary spread. My husband, it was Father's Day, and so I took some pictures of my husband holding up a sonogram. It was really fun. This was my birthday week, and this was a special week, not only because it was my birthday, but because the day before my birthday, we found out the gender of our baby, and we found out that we were having a little girl, and I was so excited because I wanted a little girl so bad, and so I was super grateful about that. And then July is actually really cute. I really love how this spread turned out. Super fun. I did another doodle challenge and made this one like summer themed, and I think it turned out really cute. Okay, here's the 4th of July. I did another little flat thing to fit all my fun pictures that we took. And then this next week, my family went up to our cabin, and so I did some journaling. we went to the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center, which was fun. And then here are just some fun pictures that we took. Okay, here is this week, just hanging out, enjoying summer. This was a fun week. Just really learning how to take care of myself, taking it easy while being pregnant. We started setting up our nursery. My feet got super swollen during my pregnancy, and so I took this picture of like my feet bulging out of my sandals. And then here is August. Did some more journaling this month. I really like this spread. I like the donut top. Those are cute. But just a lot of fun, different things. I had to take my glucose test this day. I honestly feel like people exaggerate about this. It was not that bad. Like, was it the best drink ever? No, it wasn't. But I felt like I was expecting a lot worse when I was telling people that I was going in for my glucose testing. And it wasn't that bad. And so, anyway, that's just how I felt about it. And then I really like this spread. I started really focusing on myself, and I started exercising and just trying to be very positive about things, loving myself, and I just really love how that spread turned out. Okay, just some more fun things this week. So I just couldn't decide what stickers to use, and I just pulled out my highlighters and just basically journaled. And it's not the best spread. I don't know. We went to the zoo again. We go to the zoo a lot. But it was fun to just kind of use highlighters and journal and not really worry about stickers for a week. And here is this week. I started up school again. This was my first week of my senior year of college, which is crazy to me. But here I am. It was all online, but I still took pictures and got ready and whatnot. I was also 30 weeks pregnant that week, so that was fun. There's my fall bucket list that I didn't do. And then September, I did a fall doodle challenge, which was super cute. I really like the colors of it. That's really fun. And here's this week. This was the Simplified Planner launch week, and so I did a happy striped themed spread. This week was crazy. We had a giant windstorm that knocked down all of these trees. Our power was out for a couple days. Classes were canceled. Work was canceled. It was really weird. 2020, guys. It was just a weird year. But there's that. This is the week of my baby shower, and my theme of my baby shower was like Audrey Hepburn Breakfast at Tiffany's, and so I try to do like a breakfast at Tiffany's type spread. Audrey Hepburn is just one of my most favorite people, and my cousin and my aunt did an amazing job with my baby shower. But so here's the invitation. A little lady is on her way, and then those are just some pictures from the shower, and then just some journaling. And so super cute. I got a black dress because that's really all I could fit in at that point, and I tried to look like Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's. It was really fun. This week, cat spread, because this is my cat's birthday. It's September 23rd. We went to the lagoon, so I kept this ticket. And then just some other fun things. Super fun. I was supposed to do a goal check-in in progress, it looked like, but that didn't happen. Here is Halloween, or October. When I see October, I just think of Halloween. It's just super cute. I did a Halloween doodle challenge this month, and this one's probably my favorite. I love all the little doodles that I did. Okay, so officially fall, feeling those fall vibes. Our house had started to get full of like baby stuff, We went to this fun little dairy thing, and we got pumpkins. It was really fun. And then my work threw me a baby shower, and this was the last week I went to work before my maternity leave, and so that was really fun. I was so pregnant at that point that I could balance drinks on my belly, and so my husband took a picture because he thought that was super funny. And this week was actually the Cultivate What Matters planner launch, and so I did a Cultivate What Matters spread. I was officially 37 weeks also that week, and so that is super fun. More fall stuff, just documenting things. I was super antsy in October just because I was ready to have our baby, and there were so many girls that I went to school with that we all got pregnant around the same time, and so we were all due that first week of November, and they started having their babies in October, which made me feel even more antsy because I was just so excited for her to come, and she took a while. Let's just say that. So here's November, so I did this. Trust me, I couldn't have not done this when I was pregnant or just had a baby. I did all of this prep before this planner even started, but I did a little flap thing. So every day I wrote something that I was grateful for. So I just watercolored these and then decorated them with planner stickers, and then used date stickers to really do that. And so I think it's super cute. This week was Halloween. I really love this spread. It was super fun. I didn't dress up for Halloween that year, but I did make a shirt that says I smell a child, which I thought was super cute. And this is the week we had our little girl. She was due on Friday, November 6th, but she came Saturday, November 7th. I went to my last doctor's appointment that Tuesday, and my doctor told me if she doesn't come before Friday, we are going to induce you on Friday, just because she was so big already. And so they called me on Thursday night and said, hey, we're gonna call you in the morning so you could have your baby. And I was like, okay, let's do this. I was super excited. So I got the call Friday, and this was the last picture of my husband and I before we had our daughter. And then Saturday morning, she was born at 4:28 in the morning. And yeah, here she is. It was a good birth. We were super excited for her to be here, but that is when our little Emery made her entrance into the world. And so the rest of this planner is not as in-depth as I would have liked it to be, just because I was in total new mom mode. Like, I didn't finish setting up this or like doing this planner until like the end of the year, because I just had no time to do this. So I basically back planned all of this, but I'm glad that I took the time to fill it out. But it's basically now a planner of just Emery and her little pictures. Here she is 1 week old. Just a bunch of cute pictures. I love the spreads still. They turn out super cute. And then here's her on Thanksgiving in her cute little turkey dress. Super nice. And then December was a really good month. Once again, I did the same thing for December, but instead of a gratitude challenge, I did an everyday in December photo challenge. So every day I have a prompt and I would take a picture and put it in there. Okay, here is the first week of December. My husband and I celebrated our 4th wedding anniversary. I also had my first teacher interview, and I got a job at the end of the week teaching. So instead of student teaching, I was able to just jump into a classroom because they were so desperate for teachers at the time, and so I was super excited about that. One thing that my husband did, so he works for Coca-Cola, but one day he took it upon himself to find my full name on the Coke bottles, and he brought me home 3 Cokes. So it's Samantha and Alan, and I just thought that was super funny and really cute. Okay, more baby pictures of my little Emery. She was so cute. She still is cute, but I miss my itty bitty baby. And yeah, and then we had Christmas. It was a fun Christmas. It was kind of weird because we had a kid, but we were still like in that new baby phase. Like, I don't know, Christmas really didn't feel like Christmas because we were so exhausted, if that makes sense. But yeah. And then this is the last week of the year, and this is actually Chrissy Ann Designs sticker kit that I bought. I felt like this was well needed for the type of year that we had in 2020, sending off a farewell to the year. And then I wrote a letter to 2020 just saying goodbye. I'm ready for a new chapter of my life. But that is my memory planner for 2020. So a lot of different things changed. I loved that I was able to experiment with some different things for monthly spreads and also get a chance to do the weekly spread aspect of things. Even though it was a lot more work, I felt like it was fun. And it was a good year, I felt like, to do that with there being COVID and just being stuck at home all day and being pregnant and getting to document that. And so I really love 2020, my memory planner. But as you can see, it did get super, super thick. But anyways, that is the flip through of my 2020 memory planner. We have basically 1.5 more planners to go through, and so we will be checking those out in the next couple of videos in this series. In the comments below, comment and tell me just if you are interested in memory keeping, just any questions that you might have. Do you prefer monthly memory keeping, daily memory keeping, or weekly memory keeping? Let's talk about that in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of my planning content, and I will see you guys next time.